Hey, hello, and we're back to play some more Madden NFL. After a rather saddening defeat last week, we are back, and we've got a heck of a lot of money to make up here. Jamon Bushrod obviously thought our offer wasn't good enough, so we're going to have to increase it to make him happy. Fucking knob end. And now we got Drew Brees to deal with, who usually asks for oh my god. $15 million. $15 million. As my dog starts to bark in the background. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to try and offer him what he wants. Oh, damn. We can't offer him any more than that. Oh shit. Right. What defensive tackles have we got? Can we do without Cedric Ellis? Where is he? He was a DT, wasn't he? Or what? Cedric Ellis DT. Am I looking at the wrong thing? I don't understand. Not the Seahawks, definitely not. Oh, there we go. Right, we'll offer Drew Brees what we've got, and if he doesn't accept, we'll have to find a new quarterback, or we'll have to find someone that we can fire, because that is an extortionate amount of money. That is ridiculous. And as for you, you're asking for a lot more money, and we don't have that kind of money to offer you. So, you're fired, boy. You're fired. So, let's go into the game, because we will scout next week, and we've got the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I will see you in a second.
We're here at the Superdome for this exciting matchup between the Chiefs and the Saints.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Jim Nance and Phil Simms here on the scene, getting set for kickoff. And Phil, it's all yours before we get the game started.
Well, you know, Jim, we had a chance to talk to both teams. We saw they're excited about playing this game. And when you get teams like this, it should be an exciting day.
Back in your days when you had to take on a team from the AFC, didn't know them all that well. What was it like as we have this little interconference matchup today?
Well, I thought back in those days, Jim, we were about ready to show them what toughness and hard-hitting was. Today it's a little different, but I'll tell you this NFC team, they are hard-hitting.
So as you can see, we lose the kick to the Chiefs, and they choose to receive the kick, because, you know, they're the computer, what else would they do? So of course we start off with a beautiful kick, forcing the touchback. And I'm telling you, these Chiefs aren't in for an easy game against me. So of course their main danger man is going to be Jamal Charles, running up the middle all the time. So I'm going to be sending a lot of blitzes this game, trying to contain him, trying to make sure he isn't picking up those first downs for them, as we pick up the sack on third down, forcing them to punt on their first possession. It's not looking good for these Chiefs. So there, Sproles makes a few yards on the return, but ultimately doesn't do anything special as we make the run with Breeze run into the back of our blocker, but we still make the first down and a good 15 yards. So we go to the handoff to Sproles and makes about 4 yards, and again to Sproles, and for some reason we do a little skip back there, and that pretty much prevents us from getting the first down. As we run in and lose 3 yards, and for some reason take the timeout. Apparently we decided to go for the field goal, but then decided against it, and it looks like that decision paid off because we picked up the first down there with a quick slant to Graham. And there we go, another slant to Graham there, picks up 6 more yards as we hit up that delay screen. As you can see, it's finally been effective for once and actually picks up the 6 points we need to get our ball rolling. So of course we're going to force that touchback. What else are we going to do really? They go to the play action and then Jamal Charles comes through the middle, almost makes a break and gets away for the touchdown, but we stop him. Anyway, they go to the outside handoff to Jamal Charles and again pick up the first down, but a big sack on that play. Bang! We're bringing the lumber! Anyway, Jamal Charles can't make any yards there. We're sending so much heat at him, he can't do shit. And again, the pass there makes him step out of bounds and we force him to punt 2 out of 2 times now. We go back and try and catch the ball with Sproles, but it doesn't work out and we're forced to touch back. Anyway, there we trip over our own man, and I feel if we didn't trip over there, we might have been able to get away for the touchdown, and that would have been very good. Anyway, there we go to the nowhere near open man, and it gets picked. Bad times. Anyway, of course they're going to be hitting up Jamal Charles whenever they can, so those blitzes are still coming thick and fast, but they're mixing it up with a few pass plays. And there we send our safety in to try and deal with Charles before he can make a break, but he skips back around to the other side and makes very, very big yards. And again there, we try and loop round to try and catch him on the outside, but he goes straight through the middle and they pick up 6 points, and of course they'll make the PAT. So of course they'll get that extra point. So as you can see, decent kickoff return, making it to the 29. But Sproles, for the most part, isn't making too many yards. And he only makes a yard on that play as we go to another person in double coverage. Shocking decision. Now they have the ball, 2nd and 12 on our 36. And we've got to put in a stop here. But they make the first down with 2 minutes left in the second half. But we pick up the big sack, putting them back to 2nd and 18, and now they're going to struggle. How did we not pick that? I was spamming the Y button like no one's business. Anyway, Curtis Lofton picks up the screen, but doesn't manage to put in the tackle before they break. And we get them to 4th and 12, and of course, we'll take the timeout to stop them from running down the clock, so hopefully we can get a touchdown back before halftime. Anyway, they don't take that penalty there because the extra 5 yards would not have given them a first down. So it would have been pointless. It would have just given us another opportunity to make them lose 3 points. Anyway, the delay screen doesn't work there as the man gets picked up and actually goes into block and we get sacked by 18 yards. The streak there with Graham, also the ball is dropped. And that was our chance there as Drew Brees throws it to God knows where. So we're forced to punt with Thomas Morstead, of course. And we try and punt out a play, but it doesn't work out. And all we do is give them easy yards, putting them back on our 43. Anyway, there we very almost make the pick, but we put him down anyway, so they don't make any yards. But on the next play, they go to the quick slant and make 8 yards. Again, they pick up the first down and we knock them out of play, giving them the clock, extra time on the clock. And again, they step out of play, meaning they have all the clock in the world before halftime. And we're going to struggle to contain them before then. And that's exactly what happens as they pick up the touchdown with 24 seconds before halftime. Now it's 17-7 and it isn't looking good. Anyway, we are trying our very hardest to get a touchdown before halftime to try and make it a bit more equal when we get possession back. So we're sending several streaks, just trying to get the ball down the field. And there we go, we see there was 2 men wide open. I don't know why I didn't pop it down the middle. But there we go, we pop it down the middle that time to Graham, but he just does not have the speed to break away and score the touchdown. So we try and get in the field goal before half time, but the clock runs out, so it stays 17-7. But we get possession back, so things aren't looking too bad. Anyway, we make it to the 22 on that run from the start. And we're just getting sacked and sacked and sacked. And now we're 3rd and 26. We go to the streak and we pick up Graham just before Drew Brees gets smashed and makes the first down. There, a good little pass to Thomas, and we pick up another first down. First down city here, as we see Graham wide open and score the touchdowns. Now it's 17-14. There's only a field goal in the game, and now things are starting to look up. So from the kickoff, they make it to the 20, and we are not going to allow them any easy touchdowns from now on. So we're sending all these blitzes trying to stop Jamal Charles, but as I say that, our blitz doesn't work out. We get distracted round to the side instead of straight through the middle, and they pick up the touchdown. So now we're back to a 10-point game, and it's not looking good. Anyway, we go to the quick play action pass there, and that fooled me for a second. I thought that was going to be a run. Anyway, we're just looking for these men, and we try and run out of the pocket to try and avoid the sack, but it just ends up losing us even more yards. So what do? We go back to the streak, and it doesn't work out. But if Colson had caught that there, would have been brilliant. And we pass again. We don't make it, and for some god-for-known reason, we go for it on 4th and 25 on our 15, but we make it. Luckily, we make it, and so we're not in deep shit, basically. Anyway, now we're back up in their 17, so that definitely paid off. And now we're forcing it in with Sproles for the touchdown. Now it's back to 3 points. It's all good. It's all good. We're not worrying. Anyway, we stop them very early on before they can make any yards. So they start from the 22. Anyway, we keep sending these blitzes. Keep sending the lumber. Trying to knock down Jamal Charles before he can move anywhere. But they go to the pass and they get the first down. Anyway, there they could have picked up several yards, but they step out of play, putting it to 2nd and 10. As McNabb tries to go on his own and makes about 6 yards. And the blitz manages to stop Charles before he can pick up the first down, so it's 4th and 2, and they're forced to punt. We tried to catch with Sproles, but then we just kind of lose control. So we start from our 3-yard line. But it don't matter, because we got Henderson on our team. And the slant puts him wide open, and his speed takes him all the way down to the touchdown line in the end zone, and that gives us 6 more points, and the PAT gives us 7. So now we're 4 points up. So we're just going to keep sending these blitzes, going to keep stop Jamal Charles, and that's really our only target. But of course, when they send the passes, the blitzes aren't going to be very effective. But there, the play action, McNabb gets absolutely hammered down, and now they're 3rd and 13. Can they get the first down? No, they can't. They're 4th and 21, so they're forced to punt to make sure we don't get an extra 7 points and put them out of winning distance. So they punt, and Sproles picks up, and we try and run down with Sproles, but of course we don't make that many yards. Now the quick shotgun pass to Brees. We try and run it through the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage? Is that a rugby term or an American football term? I'm getting mixed up here. And anyway, Drew Brees fumbles, and we give them possession back on our 43 with just about 2 minutes left. And so they go into the 2-minute warning, needing 38 yards to get a touchdown. It's not looking good. Anyway, they step out of play there after picking up the first down, stopping the clock for them. So now they're in a huge advantage. McNabb tries to run but goes straight into the back of his blockers. And now we are sending heavy Fag D. Heavy Fag D. I am sorry to say that I did this, but we'll see whether it's effective. At the end of the day, when you're sending these kind of faggotry moves against the computer, it's not affecting anyone. It's just affecting the computer, and who cares about the computer? And as you can see, it works, because we turned the ball over, and now with a minute left, all we need to do is stop them from scoring a touchdown, and we've won the game. So even though I really apologize for the fag D, hell, it paid off, and if it pays off, why not do it? I'm all against it when it comes to multiplayer, but single player, you know, it's not affecting anyone, so why not? Anyway, we're just going to keep running it, keep busting it down, and as you can see, we run the clock down to 10 seconds, and we managed to pick up the first down anyway. We can't get the touchdown before the end of the game, but we end up winning 28-24, and that's the game, folks, and the screen goes black. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more Minecraft, Madden, and more. Peace.